Hey, y'all. Lindsay here, fan Fearless Coaching, and I'm so excited to be back. And today I want to talk about balance. So, it's something that I really strive for in my life, and I'm always seeking. And it's something that also really came up in the interview that I conducted last night with Hannah Wilkenberg. It's episode 5 of a Fearless Life interview series, and I encourage you to check it out if you're interested. It'll be posted on all my social media platforms, a Find Your Fearless Tribe in Facebook, the Facebook group, also a Fearless Life channel on YouTube, and the Instagram account. Hannah is just this incredible, um, basically, example that I think of when I think of a balanced life, because she lives almost like two different realities or two different lives simultaneously. And it just goes to show that anyone can do anything that they really choose and they want to, as long as they put their mind to it and take action for it towards it, and also make time for it in their schedule. So I'll use her as an example because she is an ER doctor. She works in 4 different hospitals around the Oakland and San Francisco area. She's simultaneously an incredibly successful artist as well. So she just has this beautiful way of balancing, her life and creating her life the way she really wants to design it with what her priorities are. And so, as we had this conversation, we kept coming back to this concept of living a balanced life. And so, I want to ask you today, what is a balanced life for you? Everybody in the world has a different idea of what balance is in their lives, and that's also evolving as we grow and as we change and transform in our lives. So, depending on the chapter we're in, the balance that we sought at one point may not look like the balance that we're seeking currently. So, balance is ever evolving, and it's this great opportunity just to check in and decipher and ask yourself, what is a balanced life for you at this very moment? What will create balance for you in your life? So I don't know about you all, but for me personally, I can be a dive straight in, go getter kind of personality. So I see something I want to do, I get really excited about it, and I go all in. And this is a great way of being because it's like, don't hold back, just go for it. But I can also have this tendency of burning myself out, which isn't sustainable long term for creating lasting change in life. So I've learned throughout the years that balance for me is so incredibly important, so that the change that I am creating is lasting. I want the change to be long term, I want it to be sustainable. And the thing that keeps coming to mind is this concept of Rome wasn't built in a day. So it's like, what small actions can we take day in and day out, or big action, but also continue to keep our balance? So for example, if you want to build a business, okay, amazing, go after it, give it your all. But if you start to feel burnt out, or if you start to feel you need more balance in your life, what can you do to create more balance? Does that look like having a morning routine and adding in, a morning walk, or getting out into nature, cooking yourself breakfast, meditation, yoga, not sure, go for a surf, a paddleboard out at sea? What does your morning routine look like? What about spending time with friends and family? Have you maybe neglected that area of your life because you've been devoting more energy to another area? And so that's what I mean by always striving for balance. So it's all about this awareness of discovering and deciphering where we might be feeling out of balance in our lives. And usually this can be detected by overwhelm, anxiety, frustration, exhaustion. Exhaustion is a big one. And or avoidance, like we were so in love with something and then suddenly we're avoiding it and it's become too much for us. So it doesn't mean that we should just let it go and let it fall away. It actually is just calling us to rediscover balance in our life. So what can we implement and integrate into our daily lives that it's going to bring back that joy and really restore balance, so then we can move forward and progress forward again. And we're invigorated again, we're reinvigorated, we have that go-getter ambition to go after what it is we originally wanted to create. So I ask you, where in your life do you potentially feel imbalanced? Do you need more creativity in your day? Do you want to focus more on what you're eating and how you're eating if you're cooking? And or do you want to spend more time with your loved ones and friends and family? Or maybe you're building a business and you haven't been devoting enough time to that. So it's really about deciphering what is right for you in your life and what truly is a balanced life. And like I said, it's ever evolving and ever changing. So I encourage you, your act of courage for this week is just to really check in with yourself. Generate awareness about where you're feeling a little burnt out, a little exhausted, potentially imbalanced, and just ask yourself, what is one thing, rather than going all out and transforming and shifting everything all at once, what's one thing that I can integrate or implement into my life that's going to help me restore a little bit of balance, that's going to bring some diversity and uniqueness and change to my day, that's going to lighten my energy a little bit, lighten my emotions a little bit. So that's your act of courage for this week, is really, if you're feeling imbalanced, great. You have awareness around it. We all have been there. And then decipher what's one thing you can implement and take action. Start implementing that thing. And then next, you can do it again in a couple of weeks that you've implemented one thing. Now there may be another thing that you might want to implement. So then we can really achieve this concept of balance in our lives, which I feel overall personally will help us to lead a more fulfilling and joyful and happy life. All right, y'all, wishing you the most beautiful week. So much love.